Hello everyone, Ken and Lily here, back with more World of Tanks Classic, and I decided to record the old school KV at Tier 5 with the 107mm gun. And of course, as soon as I load on it, instead of the derp gun, I face an IS-4.
Let's get this show on the road!
Like, what? Literally, the first game that I decide to put on the 107mm, get into a Tier 9 medal with the KV. If only I was like that other KV and had the derp gun. And team killing because Russia. Yeah, most people did use the derp gun on the KV, and rightly so. But the 107mm is actually quite competitive. This gun, I do believe, actually has, when I looked at the stats, it was like 7.06 rounds per minute, so it's pretty much the exact same rate of fire as the KV-5 with this gun, except at Tier 5 instead of on a Tier 8 preferential premium. So, I mean, yeah, you may not have the armor of the KV-5, but the gun is pretty much identical to the Tier 8 premium KV-5. Or at least before it was buffed recently, but the old school KV-5. Back when it was amazing. So we have a fully upgraded IS-3 ahead of us. IS-3 isn't as bad as facing the IS-4. It looks like the enemy is pushing on the southern flank there. I'm just gonna probably wait for the enemy to make the first move here. The enemy IS-3 probably knows as soon as he goes past that corner he's probably going to get hit, so not really that surprising if he doesn't come out that way. Yeah, the Tier 5 KV, if you had the derp gun, it was probably even better if you got into a worse matchup, because you can still deal like 300 to 500 damage to the front of an IS-4 with high explosive. So it didn't really matter that you were 4 tiers below. You could still deal really good damage back then. Well, you still can with the KV-2, it's just...
Critical hit!
Oh boy, yeah, there we go. See, I can penetrate an IS-3 well from the side. Is tracking him. I didn't have a very good shot on him that second time. And now, since we're spotted, we're probably going to get one shot by artillery. This thing has such a good rate of fire for how the gun is, and I'm actually not really that worried about missing my shots. Trying to move in case the artillery decide to aim at me, but if they aim at me, I don't really have exactly a chance of surviving.
We've just digged him. One of our tracks was hit. We're on fire. The radio's hit. We can't raise anyone
Now this
outside
is
this
old
area.
school World of Tanks. You actually got lit on fire back. These days, I rarely ever get lit on fire. I think it was because most vehicles, they decided to put the transmission for the engine in the rear of every vehicle in the game, and since no one really flanks anybody at these days in World of Tanks, you don't get shot in the rear, so you don't get lit on fire. So having a fire extinguisher it's not a necessity. That's why a lot of people go with the premium consumable that increases their crew skills rather than the fire extinguisher. But in old school World of Tanks, it's more of a trade-off, that's for sure. So yeah, even though that I'm not using the derp gun, and I faced against an IS-3, I still felt like I could deal good damage and actually be competitive. Like, these days in World of Tanks, if you're 2 tiers below whatever you're facing, it can be really frustrating to face against them because it feels like they're so much better than the vehicle. You don't really have that much of a chance, but surprisingly, in old school World of Tanks, yeah, you might be facing tanks 4 tiers higher than you, but in the right situation, it almost feels like it definitely feels like you have a lot more of a chance to actually contribute to the battle rather than be completely useless in that situation. I mean, 167mm penetration isn't fantastic. I mean, for tier 5 it is, but overall it's not entirely amazing, and yet you can still hit the sides of pretty much everything in the game. So if you play the support role and support your top tier heavies, you can make a pretty big difference. Now what's left is that pesky IS-4. Let's see if we can actually shoot him before he dies. Might. Come on, baby, move faster! It does feel like a lot of the heavy tanks move a lot slower in this version compared to these days World of Tanks. S4 killed the T-32. Oh, there he is. It even says armor penetration.
Critical hit.
It's yellow even. So, that honestly doesn't feel right.
This vehicle has had it.
Surprised he went for me on it. Well, it's a KB. If I had the derp gun, that would have made sense. Okay. I was about to say, why did he go for me? Oh. Never mind. Way to go, SU-5. Got 1,100 experience for that with the double. So being in that matchup with the 107mm, I mean, definitely I would say the howitzer, the 152mm, is definitely more iconic in that. Let's change the order here and have the armor piercing be right there, because I don't really load armor piercing in that. But I feel like overall the derp gun is probably better against higher tiers, but the 107mm is still, it still can get the job done, surprisingly. And the derp gun back then was considered a tier 5 gun. Why? I don't know. Does this look like a tier 5 gun to you? Okay. And this was back when the derp gun had premium ammunition that just about doubled the penetration at 206. So From the front, you could do 700 damage with the premium ammo against pretty much anything you would fight, besides maybe the tier 9s. But yeah, that was the KV with the 107mm, the old school version. So I definitely would feel that, I mean, the gun is way more accurate than it is these days. 0.39, it even has a better aiming time. So I do believe that, you know, both gun options are completely viable. I would say the derp gun is better against higher tiers though. But with that, thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.